Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Big Russ with Road Trip and RC, and today I'm gonna introduce a new project. I say it's new. It's new for the channel, but I have had this thing forever. Okay, and by forever I mean this was my first hobby grade RC, and it doesn't look like much right now, but I promise by the time we're done, you'll be like, huh, I didn't know you could do that. So, this is my ECX Torment. I got this thing somewhere back in like 2012, 2013, from Hobbytown, USA in Spring Lake, North Carolina. That store no longer exists. After Spring Lake, they moved to Ramsey Street in Fayetteville, and now they're on Bragg Boulevard in Fayetteville. Each time they moved, much bigger store, much better store. Love watching businesses grow like that, especially some that benefit the hobby. So, ECX is one of those weird brands where they are a store exclusive item, or were, still are. Not a lot of shops carry them because price point, there's so much more on the market now. You've got the Arma Grom series for what this 10th scale short course truck goes for. You've got Traxxas with pretty much a truck in any budget. I mean, low end Traxxas is Latrax, and their trucks are like 16th scale or smaller for like $100. This, I want to say, was just under $200. It was a complete RTR, battery, charger, everything ready to go, which was a great deal. And it still is to this day. It's just, there's been no advancements with these. And it's kind of hard to get stuff for them outside of Amazon, eBay. I think I've seen some stuff on Asia Tees, but yeah, not a whole lot out there. As you can tell, we're missing quite a bit here. The body is in my garage, and it's still perfect, aside from my lackluster plasti dip job. I can still get new bodies for it. Funny enough, aside from my sliders or my chassis pieces, this slash body fits pretty damn well. And yes, that is a slash body for those who are new here and haven't seen any of the other videos. The funny thing about this, and I'll make this quick, maybe. I say it's hobby grade, but that is a Phillips screw. This whole rig is covered in Phillips screws. I think the only ones that are not are for my front body mount. The rear body mount is literally held in with clips. one of the, I guess, neat features about this truck, and we're going to see if it's true, is that supposedly the transmission is the same as the one out of an SEX 10.2. Okay? And if that's the case, I've just saved myself a ton of time and a ton of headache. So, pop this off, maybe, hopefully. So, with the thought of SEX2 or SEX 10.2 parts fitting this thing, I can get multiple transmission options. I can get all kinds of gear sets. Okay. And we're going to get this motor out of here because it's literally held in by one screw and it's not even that good. It was just flopping. So, it is very close. So, as you can see, the transmission bolt pattern here is identical to this. And when we look side by side, they are just about identical. Now, the benefits of doing this swap is this is locked versus an open differential. Okay? Yeah, racing this thing around, the open diff makes more sense. This isn't going to be a race rig. This is going to be that fun bash around. I can still get chassis. I can still get a lot of the main components for this. It's just time and money. I've got to get a battery cover. They're less than $10. This is one of my favorite battery cover designs because it slots in down here where your receiver and ESC would sit. And then you have these two little twist locks. And that's it. Done deal. Batteries sealed off from pretty much everything. Servos. I'm probably, where's my low pro? Probably going to go with a low profile servo on it. No, it's not on that. Just for ease of my life. Because I've got to get a low pro servo for that thing. With the lower profile servo, it won't stick up much past this. So that helps keep my weight down. So if I'm going to bash around, My weight's low. Probably just going to do like a 2S, maybe a 3S setup. This transmission can handle some power. It's just all in what motor I'm running. This little 15 turn Dynamite was not a bad motor. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this thing was not horrible. Now it does feel horrible, but it's also sat for 10 plus years, or 10 years, give or take. Wheels and tires are easy because I can get short course trucks all day thanks to the Slash being like the most popular. Might try to swap out some of the more important hardware with hex heads, especially back here on the back. It's hard to see, but this upper link mount, you see it's right behind the axle. And while it articulates, it does get a little close. Like, there is just a hair of clearance. Not enough for me to be comfortable with, especially running big power. I'm going to look for some aluminum arms. The shocks actually don't feel horrible. I think the rears have held up better than the fronts, but it could just also be the massive amount of preload I've got on them. These are just cheap shocks. These are the ones that came on it. Like, this thing is sans electronics how I bought it. It does have multiple mounting points for the suspension or your shock towers. If you see here, you know what? Oh. Okay. So, if you can see, we have multiple mounting points, so we can move our suspension, our shocks, up and down on the rear, and then on the front, we also have multiple shock mounts to help dial this thing in and to get it good. Is this the perfect platform for a newbie? Maybe. I mean, realistically, if you found one of these for sale on Facebook for $50, I'd jump on it. It probably won't work. The transmission's probably shot. You probably need axles. So, jump on Amazon, Ali, Temu, whatever. Find you an ECX 10.2. It's got to be the 10.2 transmission, any kind. Okay? Because they're going to have this same mounting design. And just go to town. Like, let's be real. You can jump on there and for, say, $150, $200, have a short course truck that you can go bash around with. Cheaper than a Slash, even with all the Traxxas sales, and have something cool and different and unique. The bodies are still on the pricey side. They're like $50. Not too thrilled about buying a new clear body, but you can pick up a Slash body for around 40 to 50 of any style you want. And obviously, it's not just going to drop on. You're going to have to get new body mounts or make custom body mounts. And before somebody goes, oh, I don't know how to, you can literally buy body mount posts that are like 4 or 5 inches tall or long. Slide them in, set the pins, figure out where you need it. It's not hard. Something like this with the brace, I've got something similar on the TTO2. One second. Instead of using the O-rings with the body clip method on the TTO2, I jumped on Amazon and picked up these beautiful little carbon fiber braces. Okay? These little carbon fiber braces, I think it was like 10, 15, maybe 20 bucks. Just sit on one of these good old body clip pins, and that helps you set the height of your body. So you can easily put whatever body you want on any chassis as long as it fits the wheelbase and the width, right? The whole idea behind the ECX rebuild is going to be like a Facebook Marketplace find, where I'm starting with literally a roller and just going to build it up. The Fusion might actually make its way onto there, because the only thing I need with the Fusion to run is a receiver. You can't go wrong with that, because it has the ESC built into it. There's no limit on what you can do with a chassis like this. Obviously, I got lucky with this being such a close fit that I'm not worried. The axles, or the drive shafts, I can get a ton of metal drive shafts to fit this. It's just making them fit to the hubs. How hard is that? So this is going to be a fun one. I'm probably not going to buy another body for it, but if I do, that'll be a fun one. Wheels and tires definitely on the list of things to do for it. The tires are in great shape aside from their age, but obviously with age, rubber breaks down. They're not going to last long. So definitely going to look into a new set of wheels and tires for it. Possibly like a street set and then an off-road set, so I can go play in the street and not worry too much about just shredding my tires. But yeah, that's the plan with that. That's got to get done. This body over here's got to get done. I've got a little bit of work left on the TTO2. I just keep putting it off because Tamiya and no pre-cut decals. And I think a little bit of cleanup work on the body, but it's nothing major. But yeah, I got enough on my plate right now. I'm not starting that until I get that closer to done, this done, and the TTO2 done. I still have to build a chassis for my Land Rover Ute, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's where we're at, guys. I will catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there and keep having fun.